this yesterday about the live stream videos. They're all now available on the Home Retreat Space, buddhistcenter.com/awake. So if you've missed any, you can check them out there, along with all the other Home Retreat resources and meditations, videos, talks, and practice suggestions. Oh, wow, we have someone else here from New Hampshire in the US. From Blackburn. Lovely. And someone from New Zealand, which somehow merits an extra mention because that's so impressive.
Wow.
Okay, well, it's now half on the hour, so we shall just make a start now. So welcome everybody. I'm Sadai Sihi with the Buddhist Center online. And this is, oh gosh, it's day 5, I think. Day 5 of our home retreat, Alive, Aware, Awake. And we're moving on to the foundation, the 4th foundation, which is mindfulness of Dhammas. So I'm going to hand over now to Maitridevi, who's going to tell us a little bit about this. And we have a lovely evening in store, so I'll let her explain, but I'm looking forward to it. Thanks, Maitridevi.
Okay, thanks, Sadai Sihi. And yeah, hello again, and lovely to see you all. I can't even say good evening if you're in New Zealand, but yeah, hello. So we've got to our 4th foundational gateway of mindfulness. So this is mindfulness of Dhammas, which just simply thinking about it is just an awareness of the way things are, the deep truths of all our experience. And we've looked at the different ways of establishing mindfulness, of coming into mindfulness. We can come in through the body, we can come in through just simple feeling, pleasure or pain. We can come in through chitta, which is the heart and mind, the qualities of emotions and thoughts. And in a way, we can come in to an awareness with whatever is there for you right now. In a way, whatever is asking for you to be aware of it. And we can just sit with that. And it doesn't actually, what is really lovely about this practice of awareness is it really doesn't matter what's there. You might not like what's there, but it's fine. You can just still be aware of it. Maybe you realize that it's painful and that's why you don't like it. And there can be something that can happen if you're just willing to sit patiently just with how things are. So I was having this experience this afternoon. I had a bit of a difficult afternoon and I wasn't feeling very cheerful by the end of the afternoon. And I went and sat on the doorstep in our garden. And this pair of pheasants who I have been cultivating a friendship popped round to see if I had any sunflower seeds. And for the first time ever, they actually fed out of my hand. So I just had this lovely experience, just sitting, feeling a bit, disconsolate. And then like magic, something totally different happens. And these wild beings came right up and connected to me. So sometimes it's just a matter of sitting and waiting quietly and something will change. If you want it to change, that won't happen. But if you just sit and wait with whatever's there, then you never know what's going to happen. But if we sit with whatever's there in our experience, this mindfulness of Dhammas is just noticing more deeply the qualities of whatever experience you're having, the qualities of all experiences, which are that they're all fleeting, they're all ungraspable, and they're all, in a way, inherently imperfect in some way. They won't last. They can't ultimately satisfy you. And that's just how it is. And it doesn't matter what's there. You can notice that. So as we go through a retreat, often there's less and less to say and do as we work our way into it. So partly what we're going to do tonight is just sit quietly with our experience as it is. And we're just going to be quite meditative. And we're also going to, what we're going to do is just Annabeth here and Sarah. We're going to read some poetry. So we're just going to sit and meditate, and I'll ring a bell every few minutes and you'll hear a little poem. And you can just let that drop into your being, into your heart mind, and just feel the effect it has. And it doesn't matter. You might hate poetry, that's fine. You'll get to have a sense of what you don't like. Or you might enjoy it, you never know. Yeah. So we're going to spend about half an hour just with this open meditation with poetry. And then we'll have a little leg stretch. And then we're going to do a little bit of mantra chanting. I'll say something about that when we get there. Yeah. So just give yourself a bit of time to set up your meditation posture. Just attending to the body, make sure there's a sense of comfort and ease. Just see if you can find that sense of relaxation in your being, a giving of the weight of your body to the earth. And the lovely length of your spine, rising up, the vitality of your being from the very root, up through the crown to the sky, this sense of uprising. And you can just let the face and the heart soften a little, in the belly perhaps. Just into whatever experience is there for you. Just now. You can let the breath deepen into the belly, flaring those arcs of rib bone as you breathe in. Creating space in the body. And then as you breathe out, it's releasing. We just sit present with experience as it arises, as it stays a while, as it leaves.
Rest in natural, great peace, this exhausted mind, driven helplessly by karma and neurotic thought.
Whose mindfulness with breathing is perfected, well developed, practicing step by step as it was taught by the Buddha. That person illuminates the world like the full moon, freed from cloud.
In the stillness, by the empty window, I sit in formal meditation, wearing my monk's surplice. Navel and nose in alignment. Ears parallel with the shoulders. Moonlight floods the room. The rain stops, but the eaves drip and drip. Perfect, this moment. In the vast emptiness, my understanding deepens.
After rain, after many days without rain, it stays cool, private and cleansed under the trees. And the dampness there, married now to gravity, falls branch to branch, leaf to leaf, down to the ground where it will disappear, but not, of course, vanish, except to our eyes. The roots of the oaks will have their share, and the white threads of the grasses, and the cushion of moss. A few drops, round as pearls, will enter the mole's tunnel. And soon, so many small stones, buried for 1,000 years, will feel themselves being touched.
The rain has ended now. The clouds have drifted away, and the sky is clear again. If your heart is pure, all things in your world are pure. Abandon this fleeting world. Abandon yourself. The moon and flowers will guide you along the way.
I lie in the field still, absorbing the stars and silently throwing off their presence. Silently, I breathe and die by turns.
Be here. No need to move. You are all that's needed. Leave wealth to those who have nothing else. Listen. The winds dropped. Stars overflow above your head. These moments have taken billions of years to grow. Don't drop them now. Here, take the key. It's all yours.
The breath going out, the breath coming in, over and then over again, only leaves me to reflect what a fleeting world this is. To which Rayakan replied, the breath going out, the breath coming in, over and then over again. Know that this is itself the proof that this world never ends.
To study the way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self. To forget the self is to be enlightened by all things. There's just a couple of minutes for you to stretch your legs or your body a bit if you need to. And whilst you're doing that, I'll just say what we're going to do to end this evening. We're going to chant a mantra. So 2,500 years ago, it was the practice of mindfulness that the Buddha was practicing when he gained enlightenment. And that was the practice, or one of the practices he taught for the rest of his life to others. And here we are, studying and reflecting and meditating on mindfulness all these years later. So a direct connection right back to the Buddha with what we're doing. Without him, we wouldn't be here. So we're going to finish by chanting the Shakyamuni mantra. So we'll bring the Buddha into, have a sort of sense of presence of the Buddha by chanting his mantra. And if you're not familiar with chanting, just feel free just to join in or not as you wish. But in a way, one way of thinking about chanting is in a way the whole body, you're using sound, and in a way the whole body, all the bones of your body start to resonate with the sound. So it's like we're being touched. It's like the body's being touched and reverberating with the sound we're making, which is also the name of the Shakyamuni Buddha. So you can just see how that feels. And if you want to make, if you've got a shrine there and you want to make an offering to the shrine during the mantra, then please feel free. We probably will too. So we're going to change places now. And then Annabeth's going to start the mantra. So just give us a moment to move.
Mani Mani Mahamani Shakyamuni Swaha. 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 Shakyamuni Swaha. Om Mani Mahamani 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 Shakyamuni Swaha.
So thanks very much, Maitridevi and team, for a beautiful session with poetry and meditation. It's a lovely way. Well, in this time zone, it's coming towards the end of the day, so it's a nice way to come to the end of the day. I imagine it's a nice way to start the day if you're at the other end or any time in between. So tomorrow we will be moving on to looking at metta as the truth in our experience with Maitridevi. So you can tune in as usual, same time, same place, thebuddhistcenter.com/awake. And of course, just to remind you that if you are looking to meditate with others online, you could do that at thebuddhistcenter.com/awake, not awake, /meditation. And you can find all the times there. There's 3 different sits. So yeah, that's it for this evening. So I'm just going to invite you to just say goodbye to Maitridevi and the Taraluk team, and hopefully see you again tomorrow.
Great. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Very well. Bye.